What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Mantelligence. For today's episode, we're teaching you how to talk to women and to get them to like you. Because between trying to look good and summing up the courage to make the first move, things can get pretty overwhelming. Today's episode was inspired by Marnie, your personal wing girl's video, where she taught men how to approach a girl and make her fall in love. By the end of this video, we'll also be teaching you how to deal with approach anxiety to give you the confidence boost you need. Ready? Let's begin.
Number 5, test the waters.
One of the most common mistakes guys make in social settings is that they don't know when to approach a woman. As someone who has experienced quite a few rejections from the ladies, I've learned that there's a right and a wrong time to approach a girl. You can't just walk up to a woman without knowing if she even wants to talk in the first place. The idea here is that women are less likely to reject you and more likely to give you time if you catch them in a good mood. Before you talk to a woman, you need to look for signals, specifically signs a woman wants to be approached. Sometimes these signals are obvious, but most of the time, the best way to gauge whether they're down to talk or not is by reading their body language. For example, if you see a girl looking and smiling at you from across a bar, that obviously means she's interested. If you're at a party wondering who likes you, notice where people point their feet.
In kinesics, or the study of body language, a person pointing their feet towards you means they like you. More than that, if their feet are in a V shape and are pointing towards you, take it as a nonverbal invitation into their personal space. If a woman's displaying open body language and a relaxed or comfortable disposition, then it's a go. If she looks upset or preoccupied, that's a no-go. So, you like this girl but don't know how to tell if she wants to be approached? Check out this video where we break down all the signs a woman wants to be approached. Number 4, let her do most of the talking.
Our next tip on the list of how to talk to women and make her fall in love with you is to let her do most of the talking. Just sit back, relax, and practice active listening. It's natural for men to want to show off when they're around a woman they like. They square up, they brag like a king, or try to one-up the other men to impress a woman. But the best and simplest way to a girl's heart is to make her feel seen and heard. According to relationship therapist and co-founder of Viva Wellness, Jorel Carabello, focus on exploring. Ask more questions. Be curious about your partner and their needs. Really taking the time to listen and understand and not respond can go an incredibly long way in helping your communication skills. Once you're sure your crush is showing signs she's interested and you've summoned up the courage to finally talk to her, the next thing you need to do is think of the best questions to ask the girl you like.
Here's a tip. Ask open-ended questions. That way, you get to learn more about who they are, their values, their life story, their hobbies, and their passion. Did you know that self-disclosure creates trust? It plays a key role in forming strong relationships. It can make people feel closer, understand one another better, and cooperate more effectively. Besides, people love talking about themselves. According to Harvard neuroscientists, people love it so much that it triggers the same sensation of pleasure in our brains as food and money do. So indulge her. Need help breaking the ice? Check out this video where we share some of the best questions to ask a girl you like. Number 3, call a friend.
What if I tell you there's a way to attract girls without talking to them? Do you know what the cheerleader effect is? It's a cognitive bias that causes people to think individuals are more attractive when they're in a group. According to a study published in Psychological Science Journal, asymmetries and disproportionalities tend to average out amid a group of faces. Our weird little faces are perceived as slightly less weird. According to Drew Walker, one of the researchers, average faces are more attractive, likely due to the averaging out of unattractive idiosyncrasies. If you want to talk to women and look attractive, bring your friends with you. That way you can take the edge off of both sides and you'll have more to talk about.
Want to increase your chances? When a girl gives you a sign she wants you to approach her, bring a girlfriend with you. There's this thing called the pre-selection principle, which dictates that women are more attracted to men that seem attractive to other women. Apparently, being chosen by another female speaks volumes to other girls. It implies that you have something about you that makes other girls want to be with you. If you ask me, girls are the best icebreakers and wingmen around. Check out this video where we break down the 10 body language tricks that make girls chase you. Guys, we still have 2 more items in this list of how to talk to women, but before we continue on today's episode, I just want to remind you that by the end of this video, we're also teaching you how to deal with approach anxiety, because how can you make her fall in love with you if you can't even get a word out? If you want to talk to women with confidence, stay tuned. Number 2, build trust.
Going back to our first point, an actual study found that people are incredibly judgmental and hesitant when they first meet people. Women are raised to be wary of guys they don't know because, as you may have already known, there are creepy men with bad intentions out there. So if you want to talk to women, you have to find ways to make them trust you. You see, every time you approach a woman, the first 3 things that come into her mind are, what does he want from me? Can I trust him? And is he worth my time? The faster you can help her answer those questions, the faster she'll become comfortable with you and be more willing to talk to you.
One way to do it is by asking for advice. Say you ran into this beautiful girl at a coffee shop and you wanted to get her name. To break the ice, you could say, "I can't decide whether to order the cafe americano or the cafe latte. Which do you think I should get?" If she's a coffee junkie, she'll probably have a few recommendations and is more likely to discuss her favorite drinks with you. Of course, you have to prove to her that you're harmless, too. The key is to use body language that shows you're friendly. When approaching a woman you just met, display open body language, maintain eye contact, and make sure your hands are showing to reassure her you're not going to hurt her. Number 1, add fun to it.
Talking to a girl's great and all, but if you really want to make her fall in love, you have to find a way to make her laugh. A wise man once said, if you can make a girl laugh, you're halfway there. So apart from breaking the ice, indulging her with self-disclosure and asking her for advice, add a bit of thrill and fun to your conversations too. One way to make your conversation interesting is to make a bet or play a game with her. For example, you can throw out a challenge that if you can guess her favorite color, she has to give you her number. If you can't, you have to give her yours. Or you can challenge her to a game of tic-tac-toe, and whoever the loser is has to buy the winner a drink. Do you want to know why this works? It's because feeling excitement can enhance attraction to strangers. One study found that residual excitement from previous arousing stimulus or situation may serve to intensify a later emotional state. Apparently, adrenaline and excitement stimulate attraction, as well as enhance interaction. So next time you run into a cute girl, instead of a corny pickup line, challenge her. Now that you know how to talk to women, it's time to teach you how to overcome approach anxiety. For one, you have to set yourself up for failure. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but most of the time, your nervousness is really just coming from fear of rejection. The truth is that it happens to everyone. However, there's also this principle that says the answer will always be no until you ask. Don't become too engrossed with the outcome. If you approach a girl and she continues to talk to you, great. If not, brush it off and tell yourself better luck next time. There's always a next time. Second, use the 5-second rule. It's simple. If you have an instinct to act on a goal, in this case talking to a girl, you must physically move within 5 seconds or your brain will kill it. The moment you feel an instinct or a desire to act on a goal or a commitment, use this rule. Lastly, before you approach a girl, take a deep breath. It's been proven to reduce stress and anxiety. By breathing slower, you signal your nervous system to calm down.
How do you talk to women? Do you have a tip you'd like to share? Help a brother out and share your answers in the comment section below.
Now that you know how to talk to women, it should be easier for you to approach one. And remember to look for positive signals before you do so. Check out this video where we break down all the signs a woman wants to be approached.